Hello, hello. This is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre, and I am back. I wasn't feeling good for a couple of weeks. Thank you, everyone, for your thoughts and prayers. Today, I wanted to do a live just to show you how easy it is into getting tricked, into getting hacked on your computers. The statistics show that about 72% of hacks happen via email and happens because of an employee that is not paying attention and essentially allows the hackers to get in. So I'm actually going to pull the curtain back a little. I'm going to be sharing my screen, showing you a real life example of what came to me less than an hour ago to my emails. And I'm going to give you my thought process. I'm working like everyone else. I'm going through all my emails, and cybersecurity is always on my mind. But I wanted to show you how something like this even almost got someone like me. And if it almost got someone like me, just imagine what will happen to one of your employees. So I would even encourage you to even share this in one of your morning meetings and let them know about how important it is to pay attention to the emails that come into their systems. So before I share my screen, keep in mind, I have top-notch tools on my computers. I do training for cybersecurity myself. We have email filters, things that will blow up and say, alert, 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 something is wrong. And I'm going to walk you through all of these systems that we have in place and how something like this still was able to come through, and why at the end of the day, it's up to your employees to make sure that they don't click on something that can possibly cause havoc in your company. So I'm going to go ahead and use my tool here to share my screen. And I'm going to go full screen. So right now you should be able to see my screen. And again, this is my computer. This is my Microsoft Outlook. So as you can see, about an hour ago at 2:47 on June the 24th, I got an email, and it was from a Kimberly Reed. So just to, again, pull the curtain back a little and show you what's happening. Someone went on our website, and there's a little contact us. And from there, they can put in a submission for a support ticket. Maybe it's for sales or just for information. So Kimberly Reed sent me an email, and it has a phone number, 801 area code, and it has an email address for Hotmail. So far, everything looks cool. I'm thinking, oh, great, we have a potential sales opportunity. Now, as I read this, I'm reading your website. Hi, my name is Kimberly. Your website or website that your organization hosts is violating the copyright images owned by myself. All right, so now I'm thinking, is this really real? I'm not gonna lie. A lot of times when I'm doing these lives, I need like a picture of something, and I don't go necessarily to websites to pay for content. I go to what most people do. They go on Google, they search images, they type in whatever they're looking for, and they copy and paste that picture and crop it. Now, of course, if it's something a little more serious on my brochure or something, I want the best quality. But if I'm doing like a quick live video or something for a blog, I may just go on a Google search and use someone else's images. I'm guilty, and I'm sure you are too. So this kind of piqued my attention because this person could be legit. Maybe I did go on Google Images and I used the photo and somehow they found it. And now they're telling me, hey, use one of my photos. You need to take it down. So it continues to say, take a look at this document with the URL to my images you utilize at arcsolvers.com. And we have a whole marketing team. So maybe, they did do something, so this is, again, I'm just thinking like, man, okay, what did my team do? So, and my previous publication to obtain the evidence of my copyrights. So again, they're basically saying, here is the link where I'm proving to you that this belongs to me. So again, I'm interested. Download it now and check this out for yourself. And then it continues to say, I do believe you have intentionally violated my rights under US Section 101. And then they're basically talking about how statutory damages of $120,000. They talk about the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which is DMCA, which is a legit law. And it says this message is official notification that they're seeking the removal of infringing materials mentioned above. Please take this as the law requires, as notification. And it just continues to say that if I don't, they're going to sue me. So again, I'm doing 100 things at one time. This passed my spam filter, so I'm thinking this is legit. And I'm looking at the link, and I see and I'm quickly looking at it, and it's like, oh wow, okay. It says storage. It says Google. All right, let me just click on it. Let me see what picture they're talking about. I'm curious. So you should still see my screen. And now I'm a little curious because this doesn't look legit now. Now notice that this is the Google Drive image to make it look official. But then when I look at the app here, it says firebasedStorage.googleapis.com and then the file link. So for me now, as a cybersecurity expert, I'm like, nope, not clicking on it. I'm not downloading this file. This is not true because they're trying to make it perceive that it's Google. But if you notice, it's googleapis.com. It just doesn't seem right. Now, one thing though, it automatically downloaded something on my computer. The way they designed this link was that if someone clicked on it, it would automatically download the link. So without asking for anything, it downloaded something on my computer. So here is where I would tell you to stop. But for the purpose of educating you, I'm going to go ahead and basically go to show in folder. And it goes into my downloads folder, right? So now here in my downloads folder, you have to double click on it. So it's zipped, it's a zip file. So you can either right click here and you can extract all, or you can double click here and it's going to open. And this is when I was like, oh my gosh, look how something so simple got into my computer. I have antivirus. I have a whole bunch of cybersecurity tools on my computer to make sure that it's protected. And this just got into my computer. I have antivirus on my computer. So now, had I double clicked on this, and right now, one of our cybersecurity engineers, they're actually going to reverse engineer this to see what happens had I clicked on it with the tools that I have on our computers for protection and without. Because more than likely, I can tell you what's going to happen if I were to I'm definitely not double clicking on this, is that it's going to go and look at my, for example, Google Chrome. Do you keep passwords in your Google Chrome? This could have been a file that says, get all of those passwords in Google Chrome and send them to this website, upload them to the website. Do you have sensitive data on your computer? This could have said, move all of the data in my documents over to the cloud, move it to this server so that they can get it. This could have installed a keylogger software. This could have done so much damage. Why? Because even with all the tools that we have in place, it's still 72% chance. And I've seen some other statistics where it's in the 90s, but the latest one I saw is that 72% of the time, if an employee is paying attention, they can stop your company from being cyber attacked. So again, this is why it is so important. I'm going to go ahead and close out and stop sharing my screen, come back on the big screen. But this is why it's so important that you train your employees. You have to make cybersecurity no longer just when they're hired, they go through a 10-minute course, or once a year, they just take this little thing where they hit play and then they run to the bathroom, they get some coffee, they do water cooling talk and hit next, and answer the most simplest questions. This needs to be in your culture. This needs to be where when you have your weekly meetings, you need to talk about cybersecurity. You need to be reminding your employees about not to click on things, to remind them that no one from accounting will ever ask them, or HR will ask them for their social. If there is ever a change in payroll, this is the procedures we're going to change. We should never ask you for your ACH. Remind your customers that you will never ask them for ACH or credit card information outside the normal streams. So I hope this video was helpful. And again, what I would highly suggest, we can get you a follow on YouTube, depending on if you're watching this on our Facebook, but you're blocked from YouTube from watching it on your, blocked from Facebook from watching in a corporate network. We can get you a link. And if you have any questions, I'm going to be putting my link downstairs, down on the chat for a 15-minute consultation. Let's chat. Let's talk about how to make sure that your employees do not click on this. And I'll also be doing a follow-up video, and I'll put it also in the chat to let you know what would have happened had I double clicked on that. What tools do we have that would have blocked it? And I'm also going to let you know, if we didn't have these tools in place to block it, what would that have meant to your computer? What would this hacker have wanted to get? So take care, everyone. If you haven't liked or subscribed to our page, please go ahead and do that. And we'll see you next time.